Ahoy! So I'm assuming you just got your guitar today and you are ready to start learning. So first things first, you need to learn how to position your guitar in the right way. So you're sitting down, you're putting this part here between your leg, so this one rests on your leg. This one you tuck it in right between your arm and torso, which is in the armpit, so you hold properly, so it should be right here, not being far away. I don't want to reach it from there, I need to reach it from here. So we have it here, and then here we are putting our hand like this. So if you notice, I'm putting my thumb behind here, placing it like this, and I'm leaving space. So let me just do this. I'm leaving space down here when I'm holding, so it's like I'm holding a ball down here. So I'm holding like this. So now first thing you have to think of is when you're playing here between the hole, and here you're positioning your finger, so each finger has its own fret. So these are called frets and these are called strings. So when you position your hand down here, you make sure each of these is actually in its own fret. Not to mention your back needs to straighten up so that you can actually play. So this guitar, if you actually notice, it's actually straight like this, not like this, so that you know this you won't be able to play very well. As you can see, I'm actually straining my wrist here, so you don't actually do that. Even my elbow here is being stretched, so you put it straight right there, hold it. So mainly where this guitar is not resting from this arm here, no, because at this point, if I actually let this arm to be the one to control the guitar, then I'll have a very hard time playing it. So this side, when I tuck it in into my armpit, it's where it actually rests down here. So now I'm able to move around. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about is your strings. You need to tune them, so they need to sound like this. If your strings are not tuned, please don't tune them yourself. If you are new, I would recommend get an application on your phone and then tune them with an app. I think there's an app that I actually like. It's called Guitar Tuner, Pro Guitar Tuner. You can actually find that on Play Store. Very nice tuner. It will actually help you. So you make sure your strings are in tune. And then now we can actually jump in and make sure we have the right chord. So I'll start from A. So A, or just for reference, I'll call these from 1 to, this will be 1 to 6. So if I actually give them names, the letters, these letters are E and E on top, B and A. So these two here, top and bottom, E. So we have the high E down here and the low E up here. I'm calling it the high E here because I'm looking at it from here. That's my top, and from here this is the bottom. So high E, low E. And then we have B that follows from down. So if I name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this would be 2. We call this one B. 3 is G. 4 is D. 5 is A. I'm pretty sure you're thinking, who was naming this and why are they so jumbled? I have no idea. That's just music. So I'll actually be referring them to the letter names or the numbers. I think for a start, numbers will actually be good, because letters for now you're still confused, you're still trying to think of what's going on. Okay, so let's use numbers. So we'll start with the A. So the A chord, this is the A open chord, will actually, so we'll use these 3 fingers. This one is at the back. So the ring finger will be in the 2nd fret here. So this will be happening in the 2nd fret. I think this should be the easiest chord. Oh no. Yes, it should be. So these are major chords only that I'm talking about here. The minors, I'll talk about them later. For now, I'm talking about the major chords, open chords. So ring finger on the 2nd, which is from bottom, from here, from top, which is from my side. So 2 ring finger, and then 3 middle finger, still in the same fret here. See, I haven't moved, they are all tucked into these 2 here, in between here. And I'm also adding the index finger here, so they are all in here, and I'm holding this is 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th string. So this is A, and when you play it, you actually hold it down, squeeze it, so that is the A. The simpler way of holding this is you just bar it, use your finger, but you only bar up to, so you bar these that you actually play. So there's an idea of, if you're playing this, what I've actually noticed is you can either hold it like this, where you see I'm bending this so that I leave this one open down here, and then here I'm leaving the 5th, number 5 and number 6 out as well. So I'm just holding the 3 here. Or the alternative is you can just hold it down and then you leave 6 and 5 out, and then just play this. But when you're playing, do not play this one down here. So oops, you're not even supposed to play what's this as well, this one here. So you play from here. So that is for the A. And then for the B, since we are here, we move everything up like this. And then what I'm actually going to do is the same A here. Look at the way I was holding it, like this. So I'm holding 2, 3, 4. I'll just move it what we call a whole step. So meaning I'll jump this here and just go all the way up here. So that is, I'll put it here, and then I need to hold this one here. So I'll use these instead here. So we'll do this, boom, boom, boom. That's A. So I'm holding on the 2nd fret, I'm holding this number 5, and then here I'm holding the same way I was holding the A here. I just moved it up here. So which is 2, 3, 4 are all in the same fret on the 4th fret here. That's B. So I'm also holding this one here. I really hated this chord when I was starting out, if I must say, because I felt this was a strain for a start. But hey, take your time, learn it. The simpler way of holding this is you bar like this up to number 5. So you bar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you also bar on the 4th fret. You bar 1, 2, 3, 4. That is another way of holding a B. Okay, so we move on to the C. The C, not that hard, so we start with here on the 1st fret, number 2 string. So 1, 2. So we hold it here, and then number 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the D string. You're actually holding it on the 2nd fret, and then we have number 5 string. You're holding it in the 3rd fret. So it's kind of a bit. So I recommend when you're playing this, you actually, if depending on how you bend your fingers just a little bit. You know, there's this cut tilt of the fingers like this. So it's supposed to sound like that. If your chords are not sounding like this, you're squeezing, try to squeeze behind this line, the metal bar here, this fret line. Hold from behind here, not here, this side. So whenever I'm putting my fingers, you see, I'll put it there, I'll put it there, and also put it there. I know it's a stretch, but it's okay. It will actually help you put less of that muscle. And then the other thing is, make sure you're holding from the tip of your fingers, not like this, not using this side. Don't you actually do this, so that you're actually holding from the tip of your fingers, and then when you play it should sound like that. Okay, we move on. So we have the D that we are going to have now, which we are going to start from this second fret. So I'll use my index finger, put it here. This is the third from bottom, 1, 2, 3, in the second fret, and then put this one, the middle finger, down here on the first one, and then I also use my ring finger and I'll hold this second string in the third fret. So these two are in the same fret, which is the second one, and then this one is outside on the third fret. So if I actually had to say the numbers of these things, we have 1 in the second fret, and then we have 3 also in the second fret, and then we have 2 in the third fret. And then when playing, you play from this fourth, this is the fourth string here, yes, going down. That is for the D major open. We move on to E. So E, we go to the first fret, and then this is the third string from here. So 1, 2, 3, first fret, and then we have the middle finger, which is on the 5th in the second fret, and then we also have the 4th, which is D, in the second fret as well. So if you look at it, it should look something like this. Oops. Okay, it should look something like that, and it should sound like this. Okay, so from E we move to F. So F, mainly I'll teach you the simpler way. So I'll actually break it down into 3 parts the way I learned it. So the first one is first fret, second string. Then we have second fret, third string. Then fourth string, third fret. So second fret, third string, fourth string in the third fret. And when you're playing, it should be. So this is for a novice. When you're playing this is real beginner F. So the idea is, from this point, what you do is you bar here. So you make sure this string, the first, which one? Let me show you this side. The first string here and the second, they are all being squeezed by this finger here. So you squeeze them like that, and then we have this. And then from here, if you actually advance, you actually move this. So here when I'm playing, when I actually hold down like this, I'm actually playing from this fourth string. That's what I'm playing here. So when you actually advance from here, you bar the whole thing. First fret, you put your finger, squeeze hard right behind the metal bar, the fret bar, and then you hold. So we have third string, we are holding in the second fret, and then we have fourth string holding in the third fret, and also the fifth string in the third fret. So if you actually learn this, if you actually can hold this, this is your first bar chord. Okay, so we move to the G, which will be the last chord for this lesson. So we have 60th, the big guy, the bass, on the third fret, and then we have fifth string, number 5, in the second fret, and then we have down here number 1 down here. We are holding this one on the third fret as well. So this is the G. So that is the G chord. So you can actually play a couple of songs with just this. So I'll add one more. This one will be a minor, just so that I can actually make a combination, maybe just a little combination for you to actually learn, like the way I learned. So this will actually help you switch from one to the next. Do I need a minor? No, actually I don't need a minor. I will not add that one, but hey, for the sake of it, remember we're holding E like this, which is third fret, number 1. First fret, third string, second fret, fourth string, fifth string, second fret. So what you just do to make E, this is E. So to make this a minor, you just remove your index finger, and then now you're remaining with these two. So if you can see that, meaning the only ones we are holding is the number 5 and number 4 string in the second fret. This should be the easiest chord, minor chord to hold. So what we can actually do is we'll hold the E minor, and then we'll switch to a C, switch to a G, then switch to a D. So let's go again, practice that. C, G, D. Okay, so there you go, you have your first progression, and now you are ready to go and conquer the world. I'm kidding, but hey, now you have your first progression, so let's just practice that more. Get a metronome, put it on the side, start increasing bit by bit, start really slow, 40 BPM sounds good, even lesser if you can, even lesser, so that you can actually be switching comfortably. So I need you to keep this in mind. All these chords, the first one, which is E minor, 4 times, C. So for E minor I was playing everything from bottom E to top E. Same with the C, I'm playing everything. And then for G, I'm also playing everything. And here's the tricky part. We go to the D, and we're playing it from the fourth, from here, fourth. So we're only playing this. And then you go back. So with this, you have what you need to start, and if you actually master all those open chords, then now you are ready to know your minors, and after the minors, you are ready for the bar chords. You can actually do a lot of stuff with it. You can switch everything that you learned there, bring it up here, and so now you can actually start playing bar chords, going all the way up and enjoying yourself with the fretboard. Otherwise, please consider liking, subscribing. If you have anything to contribute, or if you have any question, please leave it in the comment section down below. I will respond to you. And also, I'm actually having a practice session that I'm thinking of posting, which is this coming Sunday. I'm thinking of actually posting that, and we practice together. Like in the morning, we actually do a whole lesson of where we just practice together. So if you're interested, please, you can actually just subscribe so that you don't miss it, or you can come to my channel. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that you don't miss the video. Or if this video is old, this is the future, I'll actually put that video down into the description section so that we can actually practice together. Otherwise, I'm out.